Me bumbo.
It's no secret that this season, most of the teams in the league have started leaning heavily into set-piece routines. Corners, free kicks, and even throw-ins have become orchestrated performances of jostling, blocking, and running, all in an attempt to score a goal. According to Opta, after the first 210 games in the Premier League season, 166 goals have been scored from set pieces, accounting for a whopping 28.3% of the almost 600 goals scored up to that point in the season. Bear in mind, that number is just from free kicks, corners, and throw-ins. That's a significant increase from the 20.6% at the same point of the 2024-2025 season. This is fueled by the fact that teams are simply putting it into the box more from set pieces. Less than 12% of corners have been played short this season, with almost all teams opting to go directly into the box on each corner opportunity. Throw-ins are surprisingly showing a similar trend. After the first 210 games in Opta's sample size, the league was averaging 3.97 long throws into the opposition box per game. As a result, their efficacy in leading to a goal has also increased. The league is now seeing a goal from a long throw in every 11.7 games. What seems to be happening? Well, if it was one or two teams playing like this, these trends would be easy to ignore, but every team is employing some tweak in some way to increase their threat from set pieces. At the start of the 2021-2022 season, only 3 teams had dedicated set-piece coaches: Arsenal, Brentford, and Aston Villa. Now, at least half the teams in the Premier League have dedicated set-piece coaches on staff. It's important to note, Brentford's set-piece coach at the time, Keith Andrews, is now their head coach, and Brentford have become even more prevalent in their use of set pieces. It is important first to realize that this is only a symptom of a larger movement in how the sport is being played in England. Some might even call it a regression or devolution. Simply put, teams are playing more direct. In the same Opta report, they noted that this season teams are averaging just 873.3 passes per game between them. Not only is this lower than last season, but this is also the lowest the number has been for the last decade of football. And a significant portion of those passes are being played long and direct, with 99.7 passes being played more than 32 meters per 90. This is up from 93.4 last season. This seems like such a strange occurrence. A few seasons ago, it felt as if the only way to be competitive, especially in the top half of the Premier League, was to keep the ball on the ground as much as possible and short, intricate passing. This is still the case somewhat. The top 5 teams in terms of passes completed this season are Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Fulham, with Fulham being the only team from that list which currently sits outside the top 6. While the teams with the fewest successful passes are Sunderland, Burnley, West Ham, Wolves, and Palace. 2 of the more successful direct passing teams and the 3 teams currently occupying the relegation zone. Of those top passing teams, City, who would have completed more passes than any other team in the league, have made 14,326 short passes, which accounts for a whopping 96% of their total completed passes in the league this season. And there are similar statistics for most of the top teams, while opposite is true for the teams with fewer passes, as they tend to be more direct with the few passes they make. All statistics point to a maintenance of the status quo in modern football. To me, it just feels wrong. This newfound over-reliance on set pieces has made the game look uglier. 20 players in the box grappling, holding, and blocking just to get a better position. Teams taking longer to take set pieces as they set up their elaborate routines. The rules of the game being blurred in order to facilitate all of this. It all leads to a less entertaining viewing experience for me personally. And quite frankly, it indicates a very, very worrying possibility in which the quality of football in England is also decreasing significantly, because in the recent Champions League, with only Arsenal and Liverpool qualifying from the recent round of 16 draw, with Chelsea, City and Spurs and Newcastle and Newcastle as well being pretty much embarrassed. And it kind of shows that overall that the quality of football being played is decreasing significantly. Gone are the days where the English system was characterized by, yes, hard running and physicality, but also blending the best of both worlds, of all the other leagues around Europe and around the world. The passing of La Liga, the technical ability of Serie A, the physicality of the Bundesliga, and so on and so forth. Now it just seems that most teams are looking to rely heavily on set pieces and being direct and trying to find shortcuts in order to play better football. And frankly, it feels like in the coming years, with Arsenal being brought up as the most prominent team in this particular style, that the overall competitiveness of these teams when it comes to Europe will decrease significantly. But I'm not from the future. I can only stipulate and speculate. And to be fair, the concept of Arsenal using the set pieces is only a small part of what makes them a good team, and it's only a small part of what makes other teams who are okay in the league good. So I could just be overreacting, but that's just my 2 cents.
It's a collector's item!